Hi guys, it's Dale with the insurance. Today we're going to talk about an article that's informative, and I really hope you put some of the things that are suggested in play because it'll help you out in the long run. The title of the article is 6 Ways to Fireproof Your Home, right? So home fires, I think everyone agrees they're not fun. They're pretty catastrophic, and it's not so much the physical damage, right? So not the home or your personal belongings, but it's almost like the psychological and residual impact that a home fire has, right? Like your family's displaced while your home is being rebuilt. You've got repurchase several items, and then hopefully this doesn't happen, but oftentimes you're in long discussions with your insurance company regarding coverage and the timing of payments and things like that. It's just not just an inconvenience, but kind of a huge headache, right? The other part of home fires that's almost irritating is that they're often preventable, right? Like many of the causes, the main cause is cooking, right? Other causes are smoking, drying your clothes, um, children playing with fire, things that, a fireplace, but basically things that if you were paying attention to them, a fire probably could have been prevented, right? And that aspect of it can be irritating. But this article talks about kind of proactive measures you can take outside of obviously being attentive, but proactive measures you can take to almost fireproof your home, right? To curb the probability of you experiencing that catastrophic event of a home fire. The first thing is kind of keeping your yard clean, right? Keeping it free of flammable products or debris, right? And this is essentially just kind of raking your pine needles or your dry vegetation periodically so that nothing within that yard can flame up at the drop of a hat. The second thing is use fire resistant plants, right? So instead of your tall grass or your cedar or your pine trees, perhaps planting things like perhaps birch, maple trees, things like that, in lieu of the tall grass or your pine trees. The third thing is using eco-friendly kind of fire retardants, right? And with a fire retardant, you literally want to spray all around the home, spray your yard, and then spray any outside structures you may have, right? So whether it's a shed or a garage, make sure those things are sprayed as well. The fourth thing is another truly maintenance item, is taking care of your roof, right? And this can get kind of dangerous, so this one you may want to hire somebody. But taking care of the roof involves keeping your gutters fairly clean, right? So no leaves, no pine needles collecting high on your gutters. Take care of them, keep them cleaned out so they won't be a fire hazard, right? And then changing in any shingles that need to be swapped out. The fifth thing is use fireproof materials when renovating. So you're doing a renovation, this provides an opportunity for you to actually acquire materials that have a pretty solid fire rating, right? So if you're switching out windows, switching out doors, make sure you go and purchase those new items that have a very decent fire rating. The last thing is install windows that are less likely to shatter from heat, right? And that's essentially just dual pane windows. Those are kind of 6 items. I know they're kind of heavy maintenance items and require a lot of energy and effort. But just think, if you continually do this, it lowers the probability that you will experience a catastrophic event of a home fire, right? Which can be kind of life changing almost, and very hectic. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. Hopefully you incorporate some of those things into your kind of daily activities, and hopefully you never have to deal with a home fire. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you.